Welcome to this session of English grammar course for class 6. This is part 6 of the chapter sentence. So in the previous session we were discussing about the simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. So we'll continue from there only. So let's start. So in the previous session we were discussing about the different types of sentences here. And we studied about the finite verb, that the verb which changes its form according to the number or person of the subject or the tense of the sentence. Okay, and we also studied about how a compound sentence is made up of different types or different number of simple sentences. Okay, it can be two or more than two simple sentences which combine together. Now there was one term which we studied in the definition of compound sentence known as coordinate clauses. Okay, and in complex sentence also we studied the subordinate clause and main clause. So now what are these? So we'll better understand the types of sentences through the eyes of clauses. First we'll understand what are clauses, and then we'll, according to that only, we'll define our sentences. Okay, so let's move. So first we'll see what are clauses. A clause is a sentence that forms part of a larger sentence. So what is a clause? It is a sentence. Now we studied in the beginning of the chapter what is a sentence. It has a subject, it has a predicate and it has a verb. Okay, so it is a sentence that forms a part of a larger sentence. So for example, the boys went home when the school was over. So the boys went home when the school was over. Similarly, India is a great country because she has an ancient culture. So India is a great country because she has an ancient culture. My friend helped me when I was in great danger. So my friend helped me when I was in great danger. So what happened, that we see that all these sentences are made up of two different sentences in every example. Okay, so these two different parts are known as clauses. When they are independent, then they are known as sentences. When they are combined together with the help of conjunction to make a single sentence, then each sentence is known as a clause. Okay, so now there are three types of clauses: coordinate clause, principal or main clause and subordinate clause. So according to that we'll go through the different types of sentences, mainly the compound sentence and the complex sentence. So first we'll see what are subordinate and main clause. Okay, so the given example we'll study through them. So here I have made a table in which I have divided the above mentioned three sentences into two parts. Okay, so main clause and subordinate clause. My friend helped me when I was in great danger. India is a great country because she has an ancient culture. The boys went home when the school was over. If you remember, in the previous session also I was telling you that a complex sentence is made up of a subordinate clause and a main clause. Okay, so what is a main clause? Now look, in this sentence, my friend helped me when I was in great danger. In this, if I just hide the when I was in great danger, this part if I hide it, so and I read my friend helped me, so it is making complete sense. It does not need the second part to complete its meaning. That is why it is independent of the second part. It does not necessarily need the second part. Okay, so it is known as the main clause or principal clause. Okay, whereas if I hide the first part and I read the second part, when I was in great danger, so it is not making a complete sense. It is as if something is missing. When I was in great danger, so what happened? The immediate question is, so what happened? It means the sentence is not conveying a complete meaning or a complete message. That is why it needs the first part to complete its meaning. My friend helped me when I was in danger. So the part of the complex sentence which is independent of the other parts, then it is known as the main clause. And if the part of the complex sentence depends on the other part to complete its meaning, then it is known as subordinate clause. Similarly, here also India is a great country, complete meaning, because she has an ancient culture. This is incomplete. Similarly, boys went home, complete, and when the school was over, this is incomplete without the main clause. Okay. So these are the two types. So what are complex sentences? Complex sentences are those sentences which are made up of two or more than two sentences where one becomes the principal clause and there can be, or main clause, and there can be one or more than one subordinate clause. Okay. Now let's move further. Now we read that there are three types of clauses. One was subordinate, one was principal, which we studied. Okay, now we will study through coordinate clauses. So now two or more coordinate clause combine together to make a compound sentence. So what is the difference between a complex sentence and a compound sentence? Compound sentences are made up of two or more than two coordinate clauses, whereas the complex sentence is made up of one main clause or principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. Okay, so look at the sentences here. The way was long and the night was dark. So even if they are combined with a conjunction, even if they are combined together, they don't need each other to complete their meaning. Okay, the way was long, it is complete in itself. The night was dark, complete in itself. You must hurry or you will miss the train. Here also they are completing their own meaning, even if they are combined with the conjunction here. So you must hurry, you will miss the train. The boy worked hard, he didn't succeed. So what is happening here? So coordinate clauses are those clauses which are even though they are combined together to make a compound sentence, still they are independent of each other. They are just connected to each other with the help of a conjunction. They do not depend on each other to complete their meaning. They are known as coordinate clauses. Okay. Now when we are going through sentences, so we can also study a little bit about conjunctions. So we all know that a conjunction is a word which is used to join word or sentences together. I will not go in too much of detail of conjunction because this chapter is not related to conjunction, but because we are using conjunction to make compound and complex sentences, so we'll go through it. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell here is that we all know that a conjunction is a word which is used to join words or sentences together. For example, Tom has failed but Peter has passed. Work hard or you will fail. John and I went for a walk. Okay, so but, or and I are conjunctions here. Now there are two types of conjunctions. One is coordinating conjunction and the other is subordinating conjunction. So now, as the name suggests, if you have understood the above concepts which I have told you, you will be able to understand what are these. Coordinating conjunctions are used in connecting the coordinating conjunctions. As you can see here, let's see with the example. Bali has failed but Ashok has passed. If you remember very well what I just told you, that these two are connected together with the help of a but. So this is a compound sentence because these are coordinate clause. He is poor, still people love him. He is rich, yet he is unhappy. Okay, so these three are compound sentences. So coordinating conjunction are used to make compound sentences, whereas subordinating conjunctions are used to make complex sentences. I know when he will come. I know where you were born. I cannot go to school because it is raining. So when, where and because are the conjunctions here, and when they are combined with combining the two sentences here, it is making a complex sentence where I know is free but when he will come is incomplete. I know is complete in itself, it does not need this one, but when he will come needs the first one. Okay, similarly cannot go to school is complete because it is raining is incomplete. So subordinating conjunctions are used to make complex sentences, whereas coordinating conjunctions are used to make the compound sentences. With this, we have finished with the chapter. Now I want you all to note down these exercises in your copy and to do them. Okay. I'll just zoom in my camera for a few seconds on this. If you can pause the video. This is question number 1. This is question number 2. This is question number 3. So with this, I finish my lesson here. In the next session, we'll meet with a new topic. Till then, goodbye and take care of yourself.